morning. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. This is our college football part. Kansas made 2 touchdowns on turnovers. One was a fumble and one was a touchdown all the way into the end zone. Kansas is unbeaten. KU also had covered. The line was 9.5. They won by 11. Jalen Daniels goes for 130 and 3 touchdowns. Devin Neal goes for 91 on rushing for the Jayhawks, and Kendo Slavis throws for 300 for BYU. And the turnovers were the difference in the game. Goes for 357, but it came in the loss. Kansas wins at 38-27. Mizzou greets at the house as Mizzou wins by 7. Right on the line for the house. Missouri is 4-0 for the first time since 2013, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Brady Cook goes for 341, 2 touchdowns. Cordy Shada goes for 123. And Luther Burden goes for 10 for 177. Man, he looks like a player that can play on Sunday. He did restrain his injury, but he did come back in the game. Rocco Taylor had 143 and 7 receptions. Missouri wins 34-27. Alabama beats Ole Miss 15, loses to 13. 24-10 was the final. Jalen Moore had 225 and a pick. Jackson Dart had 244 and a touchdown, and IT in the loss. Jace McClain was big for a touchdown. He had 105 for a touchdown. Big in the rushing yards. Jason McClellan had 105 yards and 1 touchdown. Meanwhile, Quinton Judicus had only 56 yards. Oregon beats Colorado easily. Sheridan Sanders had a touchdown. And Bo Nixon has 236 yards. And Troy Franklin helped Oregon lead the blowout of 126 yards. Now we go to the rest of the top 25 games. Rest of the top 25. Finals. 31-7 Rutgers. Florida State, Clemson 31-24. Oklahoma, Cincinnati 20-6. Oregon, Colorado 42-6. Utah and UCLA 14-7. Alabama and Ole Miss 24-10. And UConn and Duke, UConn 41 and UConn 7. And Miami and Temple, Miami 41, Temple 7. And UTSA, Tennessee 45-14. Texas blows by Baylor 38-6. And Iowa blows by Penn State was number 24. Iowa's number 24, 31-0. Nobody gets over 100 yards. Iowa gets 4 first downs. Iowa turns over the ball 4 times. That's how you saw it. 31-0. In South Bend, Notre Dame loses on a heartbreaker to Ohio State. Touchdown at the end to win it. 17-14. There was 0 seconds to go. As on that run, before that, Notre Dame led 14-10. Shocker in St. Ben. Kansas State beats UCF 41-31. Will Howard wasn't great. He had 255 and 1 touchdown. Timmy McClellan was 264 for three touchdowns. DJ Guidance is the guy who got it done. He had 207 yards on 30 carries and 4 TDs. And he gets it done through the air, 86 and 8 receptions. Kobe Hudson gets it done through the air, 138, 2 touchdowns for UFC. K-State wins 44-31 in a high match and a high-scoring game. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report. What about the Raiders and Bills? By 8.
We got Buffalo by 8. Man, I don't know. I mean, Josh Allen, it seems like they peaked. And now it just seems like they're going to start to implode. So I think they'll beat the Raiders, but I would not be shocked if the Raiders ended up 2-0. But I got to make a pick. I'm taking Buffalo.
By 8 or below 8?
Below 8.
So 35-27, maybe 35.
I don't think it'll go that high scoring. Maybe like 24-16.
Okay, so is Stephon Diggs having some issues up there, you think, or?
I think they're just frustrated because they've been so close and they haven't gotten it done, and the window is closing on them because the rest of the conference is getting better and they seem to be stagnant.
And the drama is caused from receivers by what? Like, why are the receivers so dramatic? Like, you don't see the distraction from other positions.
Because receivers, I mean, so much of their value is tied into targets. And on a given play, if a quarterback goes back to pass, they may or may not get the ball thrown in their direction. And of course, they feel like they're always open, even when they're not. So they want they want an opportunity to do something.
Yeah. How about the Ravens and Bengals?
I'm going.
Bengals are at home. Bengals are favored by 3.
I'm gonna take Baltimore.
I thought you said Bengals are going to go to the AFC Championship.
0-2 doesn't mean you can't go to the AFC Championship.
No, but your chances. I don't know if you ever looked at 0-2 records and all that.
I mean, yeah, and it would be 2 division games, but I mean, it's a 17-game season.
Chargers and Titans. Chargers 2.5 at Titans.
I think the Chargers went by 10.
Chargers, yeah, you think the Titans are just bad now, don't you?
Yeah.
What happened to
them? They had their chance and didn't get it done.
Okay, Packers and Falcons. I was really impressed with the Packers. I did not, but I don't think Justin Fields is a good quarterback.
I don't think he's as bad as people think he is either. I just think he's in the wrong situation.
Well, let's just get this one thing straight. Chicago was terrible drafting quarterbacks. Absolutely terrible.
The only time they ever hit was Jim McMahon. That was the only time they hit on a quarterback.
I know. They suck again. All right. So we're taking Green Bay in that game. I mean, Atlanta's favored.
I'm not saying I haven't made a pick on that one. That one, I'll take Green Bay. Yeah, I think Atlanta.
I think so. But it is in Atlanta. Desmond Reader, he's not. I don't know if he's very good.
I think Atlanta is they're going to show their youth, and Packer fans travel, so it's they're probably not going to be playing. The Atlanta won't have as much of a home field advantage, so I think Jordan Love. I think they'll be 2-0